Hello everyone. Today I'm going to discuss the anatomy of the peritoneum. What is peritoneum? It is a continuous membrane which lines the abdominal cavity and covers the abdominal organ. So, see the diagram here. In the abdominal cavity, the linings that is marked by the green color is nothing but the peritoneum. The peritoneum supports the viscera and it provides pathways for blood vessels and lymph to move to and from the visceral organ. Now come to the structure of peritoneum. Peritoneum consists of two layers, parietal and visceral. So in this diagram, the green color lining is the parietal peritoneum and pink color layer is the visceral peritoneum. Both these layers are made up of simple squamous epithelial cells, which is called as mesothelium. Now come to the parietal peritoneum. Parietal peritoneum lines the internal surface of the abdominopelvic wall. It is derived from somatic mesoderm in the embryo. It received the same somatic nerve supply as the region of the abdominal wall that it lines. Therefore, the pain from parietal peritoneum is well localized, and this parietal peritoneum is sensitive to pressure, pain, laceration and temperature. Next is the visceral peritoneum. From the name itself, visceral peritoneum, it actually covers the majority of the abdominal viscera. It is derived from splenic mesoderm in the embryo. The visceral peritoneum has the same autonomic nerve supply as the viscera it covers. That is why the pain from the visceral peritoneum is poorly localized and is only sensitive to stretch and chemical irritation. Now come to the peritoneal cavity. It is a potential space between the parietal and visceral peritoneum. Here in the diagram, if we'll see the space colored by yellow is the peritoneal cavity. It normally contains a small amount of lubricating fluid called as peritoneal fluid. What is the clinical importance? Clinical importance is the peritoneal adhesion. So what happens in peritoneal adhesion? There is a damage to the peritoneum as a result of infection, surgery or injury. The resulting inflammation and the repair may cause the formation of fibrous scar tissue. So this can result in abnormal attachment between the visceral peritoneum of adjacent organ or between visceral and parietal peritoneum. Such adhesion can result in pain and complication such as volvulus when the intestine becomes twisted around an adhesion, resulting in a bowel obstruction. Next come to intraperitoneal and retroperitoneal organs. First, intraperitoneal organs. So intraperitoneal organs are covered or enveloped by visceral peritoneum, which covers the organs both anteriorly and posteriorly. Example, stomach, liver, and spleen. In this diagram, if we see the organ surrounded by blue linings, or we can say surrounded by blue line, is the intraperitoneal organs. So if you'll see that organs, so what is that? The organ is completely covered both anteriorly and posteriorly by the visceral peritoneum. Next is the retroperitoneal organs. These organs are not associated with visceral peritoneum. They are only covered in parietal peritoneum, which covers only their anterior surface. So in this diagram down there, that is ascending colon, the anterior part of the ascending colon is covered by the parietal peritoneum. So the ascending colon is known as retroperitoneal organs. There are many other organs of the abdominal viscera that are retroperitoneal organs. The best mnemonic to recall the retroperitoneal organs is set pucker. So its letter stands for different organs. S stands for suprarenal glands, A for aorta or IVC, D for duodenum, P for pancreas, U for ureters, C for colon, ascending and descending part of the colon, K for kidneys, E for esophagus, and R for rectum. So the easiest way to remember the retroperitoneal organs is the set pucker. Next, what is mesentery? So it is a double layer of visceral peritoneum. It connects an intraperitoneal organ to the posterior abdominal wall. It provides pathway for nerves, blood vessels, and lymphatics to travel from body wall to the viscera. So in this diagram, the fatty yellowish color layer is nothing but the mesentery. Now come to the omentum. The omenta are the seats of visceral peritoneum that extend from the stomach and proximal part of the duodenum to other abdominal organ. So in this diagram, above of the stomach and down, or you can say inferior to stomach, the seats, yellowish seats are the omentum. They are greater omentum and lesser omentum. So greater omentum consists of 4 layers of visceral peritoneum. It descends from greater curvature of the stomach and down proximal part of the duodenum. Then these folds, or you can say layers, the folds back up and attach to the anterior surface of the transverse colon. So ultimately forming the 4 layers of visceral peritoneum. Again, lesser omentum is a double layer of visceral peritoneum. It is considerably smaller than the greater omentum. It attaches from the lesser curvature of the stomach and the proximal part of the duodenum to the liver. Now, Come to peritoneal ligament. Peritoneal ligament is a double fold of peritoneum that connects viscera together or connects viscera to the abdominal wall. An example is the hepatogastric ligament. It is a portion of the lesser omentum which connects the liver to the stomach. Thank you.